Speaking of Pika, and apparently this guy Pikaboo talks about how changing over changed his life. I want to see this clip.
I like didn't even know who I was for a while. It was so weird. New Year's stream, dude. My heart condition. I know I talk about that shit, but that actually came back because of how hard I was trying to do, like how hard I was trying to stream and be as lively as possible. I've actually never exerted myself that much ever streaming, and I was drinking a good amount during that time too. And it was like, I think that's what really brought all that shit back.
I didn't know Pikaboo had a heart condition, but NMP told me something one time when I was on OTK Top Streamer. And he told me that if you want to be successful as a streamer, you have to do whatever it takes to be lively, energetic, and on, like, always on. And he was like, the reason that he told me that the reason that XQC blew up is because it didn't matter what he had to do if he had to take, you know, drugs, whatever, stay up 24 hours, do subathons. Like back in the day, XQC did whatever he had to do to always have energy, be lively, and always be on. And so this is like, he's describing the pressures that you go through as an entertainer, as a streamer, to try to be lively, be up, because after a few hours, people say I'm fried or like I'm drained, because it's you trying to run over your limit of like being lively or being excited or being happy, you know, like being up. Like, what would you guys call that? But I guess it was weighing a lot on him because he was streaming every day and he was always trying to be on. You know what I mean?
Because even just getting all excited about everything that was going on, it was putting a lot of stress on my body. Just screaming and yelling all day long for I don't know how many hours. I wasn't sleeping very much or eating like that well. And I wasn't in the gym and I was sitting down for a lot longer than I normally would. So there's a lot of factors in what was going on with that. I think I was just a lot more nervous too, streaming to so many new people. It's hard to explain, but like when you stream at a certain viewership at all times, or it kind of is weird thing as a streamer to like actually try to sit there and figure out like, what can I do to actually become better at this? Or how do I evolve this? Oh yeah, that was insane, and holy shit, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like,
yeah, it is pretty stressful. Like if you're trying to be a full-time streamer, you're consistently thinking all the time about like, you know, how do I grow? How do I do this? How do I do that? And it's like, you want to try, what do I do to get more viewers? What do I do to get this? And then at the core of it, being likable is what gets you more viewers. And you're naturally more likable when you're energetic. And the perfect example of that is Sun Glitters. So I would say that people that have ADHD are just naturally like really energetic and big, and they're like, yo, what's up guys, how are we doing today? Should I go dance? Should we hit a dance? Should we start the stream off with a dance? Should we hit a little jig right now? Yo, should I play some music? Like that type of person is going to naturally get more viewers than somebody who's chill. So knowing that, you kind of want to like beef yourself up with like coffee and stuff like that. Like I have to hit coffee all the time on the stream because I don't want to be boring and lazy, you know what I mean? PS Hero is super chill, but he's super funny. He has dry humor, so that kind of carries his stream. But if you're trying to grow as a streamer and be more entertaining, then yeah, this is what he's talking about.
That's why the second the number did shoot up, I was like, yo, what is happening? I like didn't even know who I was for a while.
What is happening? What is going on? Yeah, Ivan.
It was so weird. That was hella tripping me out.
I'll never be able to say what is going on or what is happening without thinking about Pika now.
27, how's playing a computer game stressful? Well, it's not like necessarily playing the game itself is stressful, even though it actually is a lot more stressful than any game I've streamed, because if you die, it's actually like you lose everything. And I've like never played Classic, so I was brand new to it. So I didn't know anything about the quest, the items, how the game works. Everyone was weaker. There was much less handouts and shit. And it was all like, it was a big deal too in streaming, like right at the start. Like if you're just like dying instantly when the shit comes out and everyone's like leveling past you, then you're missing like everything. It was a huge problem to die. It was actually awful. You want to at least be in the mix with other people and shit. So it was like, it's a different kind of streaming where it actually matters what's happening on the stream. It's not like you can just queue up and go again. It's like you commit like days and weeks to your character, and if you fuck up, it's like, dude, I'm out. I'm just completely out now. Like I'm not even there. I missed the raid. I'm not in the raid. I'm not in the endgame dungeons. I'm not with all the people.
Yep.
So like that was something I was trying to figure out, but it was more or less just like such a huge influx of viewership and trying to figure out how to like stream to just a literally 10x audience plus, because it's a totally different kind of streaming than I'm used to. First couple weeks, no one knew who you were. Dude, yeah, guys, I feel like a lot of the best content I made in hardcore was right when I first started trying to come up. I swear we had the best moments and the sickest clips for those that were there that saw it, I couldn't even imagine if when we had peak viewership of like 15, 20,000 viewers, if people saw that shit in real time, I actually don't even know what would have happened. All of the random like deaths that we had and the survival moments that we had, it would have been insane. So, oh yeah, it's still great, Ann. But it was just weird because it was like, I went into Classic having a similar amount of viewers in retail, and then I got...
As Pikaboo had 2,000 viewers average playing retail WoW. He came to hardcore, shot up to like 8,000 in the first week. Then he went to 10 the next day. Then he went to like 12,000 the next day. And then he did a Makara and went to like 15,000. Yeah, he won the Makara. So yeah, he just like is the classic example of right streamer playing the wrong game and then right place, right time when he transitioned to a new game. So he had all the elements of what he needed to blow up as a top streamer on Twitch by just making a simple swap in the game. Because when you play classic WoW, you're able to talk to your chat and engage with them so much better. And what really helped Pikaboo was the women that were playing in OnlyFangs. So a lot of Pika's algorithm and stuff has been the flirting, and it's really good. Like the Bachelor fantasy is really good on YouTube. NMP is one of the biggest streamers on the platform, and he ran the shit out of the Bachelor fantasy with the catchy Nora thing, and then him breaking up with his ex-girlfriend, and he was very successful with that. He got it, I think, his highest sub goal of all time when he was basically the Twitch Bachelor. So this type of thing is very good. It was a huge reason for his success as well. Pika got so many women killed and it 10x'd his viewers. Well, hey, maybe he learned from Tyler 1. He taught him well. Maybe he should just forever level and never hit 60. Every time, you got to understand, every time you hit 60, you usually get subs as a streamer. Every time you die, you usually get subs as a streamer. So is it better to just die a bunch, or is it better to hit 60? Pika might be onto something here. It's a lot easier to die a bunch than it is to hit 60 when you think about it.
Got some lucky hosts, and then the second I got the host, I was like, dude, I got to try to make the most of it. It's like you get like one chance or like one shot to try to make something happen, and that was why it was very stressful. It was like it's such a hard opportunity to like get the hype or get the blow up in something you've never done before. I was super locked in on trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And then, yeah, once I did get that viewership, I had this whole idea where I was like, I don't even deserve this viewership. What the hell is happening? How is this possible? Because sometimes I've had viewership where I'll get 5,000, even a bit more, but it goes away after like one day. So it's like, dude, how the hell could you ever maintain this or do this? And then I was like, I told my YouTube editor, it's like, yo, we need to start uploading a video every single day. Like 100% we need to be on this shit. We have to try harder. Like this is the time. And then change like how that works and everything. And then we had Taylor too. Taylor's Dank. You guys see him in the chat. He's been posting a ton of shorts on TikTok.
Yeah, dude, attacking the social media game, Pika's been crushing it. I mean, we're actually watching a video that someone else, like when you really make it as a streamer, you have editors that just start making a living off of you. Like this guy is not Pika's editor. It's probably just some guy that created this channel, and he's just posting videos. Yeah, he's just making money off of Pikaboo's stream. And when channels like these start popping up, that's how you know you're really making it as like a top streamer.
And everything, and he's been killing it. And there's all these other people that came together and started locking in. And I was like, I had to change my whole lifestyle and life to also try to make the stream happen. And I had to get everybody on board. I had to get the parents to start helping. It's like, yo, we need to figure out how to fucking eat and not die and this and that. And I have to immediately like shift my sleeping schedule and all this degenerate shit. But yeah, there was a lot that changed. Still changing it now.
What is he talking about? We gotta figure out how to eat and not die? Why is Pikaboo trying to make regular life shit hard? What is he even, what is he saying? Now I understand why he says, what are we saying? What is going on? What is happening? Because he's talking to himself. I understand it now because nobody knows what this guy is talking about. He's like looking at the man in the mirror. That's it. Even he doesn't know what he's saying. This guy's over here just talking about getting lunch. And he's like, how are we going to do this? Like, there's so many factors involved. You know, first we gotta find a place, but it's like, oh, then we might need to work out first. But then it's like, you know, should I hit legs? But it's like, oh, my back's been sore. You know, it's like, so it's like, oh, should we drive? But then it's like, I'm gonna need to get gas because my tank, you know, he's like going at it from so many angles, and it's like, dude, just go get some lunch. You know what I mean? what are we saying?
I'm trying to dial some of it back because it's like a lot of the big initial rush happened. And I'd say we went as hard as we possibly could have. I'd say we fucking killed it. I'd say we ripped hardcore up. I would say this shit was insane. Absolutely insane. It's crazy. Absolutely insane run in hardcore. Thus far. Yeah, I'd say it was massive. Especially too, like, if you've watched the stream for a long time and you're like a retail viewer, I'm not even sure what it would be like to even watch it, because it's rare you're a fan of someone for or just a fan of anyone, and you kind of just see where they are for a while, and then they just actually hit like a massive spike of popularity. It's like it's a weird thing, because it just seems like it to be so rare, or it's like, it was wild. It was like when I saw Zara just go insane. I was like, dude, holy shit! Like this is so unbelievable. It's crazy. Yeah, just weird thinking about it as a streamer.
I think Zarya used to have less viewers than Pikaboo. And then when he left retail, came to classic, he blew up. Zarya went from like 1,500 viewers to like 10,000 playing hardcore WoW. We could check the Twitch tracker. Yeah, so around this time, when I was watching Zarya all the time, guys, he was always like 1,500 viewers. And this is when he's playing retail WoW back in 2002. And then somewhere in 2003, about right here, he quit playing retail. Right here is when he quit playing. 1,400 viewers. Boom. 6,000. 10,000. That's when he quit retail. And I was there. That's when I started playing hardcore WoW. I started playing hardcore WoW 1 week before Zarya did. I did dungeons with Zara and Ozzy back when hardcore was first came out. This is when everybody was playing on Bloodsail Buccaneers. He has not really played retail WoW since then. The only time he's played retail WoW was when me and him have done the new dungeons, and when he did his Mythic Plus run the first week or two of the War Within. That's pretty much it, but it's been all classic from there. And I imagine that Pikaboo's chart looks about the same. Damn, Zara's top 100 on Twitch. Pikaboo's got to be like top 20 or top 50 or something. Yeah, Pikaboo's like top 26. Holy crap. So Pikaboo's always been around the 2,000 viewer range since I've been watching him for the past 4 or 5 years. And this is the day that he started playing in OnlyFangs, which was December or January. December is when he started playing. Went from 2,500 to 5,000 to 10,000 to 15,000 in February. And this was just the exact same thing that happened for Zarya. Like verbatim is Pikaboo and Zarya were the best streamers in the retail WoW section. When they left retail WoW to play a different game, it happened for both of them.
Especially you do the same thing every day for so many years. It's just like it's a massive like shift. But that's why my heart condition came back. In all honesty, for sure, I was way stressed. I didn't realize how stressed I was and how underslept I was. I've never thought I was like in just so exhausted every day. Like, and I was almost getting into car crashes and shit when I go outside because I was so just not there. It was insane.
One thing that I think is a bit, I don't know how Pika does this, how he keeps his mental, but streaming every single day without taking a break. Like this guy streamed every single day for like the past 10 years. I really don't know how he does it. I need that one day off to recover, but he just pushes through it and never stops. But getting that day to reset, it would be insane. Maybe he's just trying to retire. He's trying to retire and quit at a certain point, and he's just like, all right, I'm going to do this while I'm young. But even when you're young, you can tell that it was killing him. And that's why I think he was bevving up all the time. I mean, he talked about he was drinking a lot, and once he got to 10,000 viewers and you have this many people calling you out for drinking all the time, they start calling you an alcoholic. I mean, it hits different when this many people are calling you out for what you're doing, right? Like people started calling out Mary for drinking all the time, and she hasn't been drinking as much. You could try to say it's not bothering you, but deep down, I mean, that you got to push through it somehow. And if you're using alcohol or substances, to keep yourself awake, to keep yourself energetic so that you can stream for an audience, yeah, you're gonna have better content, but at what cost to your body? You know what I mean? And so I was really happy to hear when Pikaboo said he hadn't had a drink in like 3 or 4 weeks, and I hope he keeps it going.
Fried IRL, massively fried. Cool to hear you open up and talk about it. Don't get the inside scoop. Well, that's why I was saying about the streamers thing and like the relationship and shit, all that stuff. It might sound like I'm trolling, but my entire life actually completely fell apart outside of the stream. Like my body started shutting down on me. You're
not sleeping, you're not eating right, you're not going to the gym, you're not exercising, you're streaming every single day. Yeah, the drinking is probably one of the tough things. because when you drink, apparently I heard that you don't sleep very well. So he's saying he wasn't sleeping good. Then you still have to get shit done in your real life before you go live. But if you're going live every day, that gives you about 3 hours of being awake before the stream where you have to get everything done in your real life. And I know Pika lost his girlfriend that he was dating for a little while. I can't imagine. It's probably very hard to date somebody when you're streaming every single day and you can never give them any time, but maybe the 3 hours before or after the stream. And some of that time before the stream, you're preparing for the stream. Some days you got to get on earlier. Some days you play a marathon session, you're on all day. So yeah, his body was probably just breaking down, right? I still don't understand how he's still going, bro. I don't know how he does it every day. This guy's built diff.
I stopped talking to my family. I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Do not say shit to me. I don't want to hear any bad things about anyone right now. I said everyone needs to fuck off. Everybody needs to fuck off right now. I just need to lock in on this, and we need to be in good spirits, good mental attitude. I don't want no drama, no nonsense. Dude, I was going through...
Okay, what he's talking about right now, I have this issue with my anxiety, and I will avoid conversation with people because I don't want to hear them tell me anything bad. I will like avoid asking, hey, how have you been? Hey, how is work going? Hey, how is your new venture going? How is your kids? How's this? How's that? I will avoid asking people this because I don't want them to tell me any bad news. I don't want, if I just don't hear about it, then it doesn't exist, right? It's huge anxiety for me. And it's the main reason why I try to avoid people, not talk to them, don't get on the elevators with people. It's an anxiety thing. So I feel this 100. I feel this 100%.
Some shit too, where like at the start, my dad like gave my entire bank account away. All my shit got stolen and hacked. I could have potentially lost like literally everything. And I'm getting calls that my account is on sale on the dark web from my bank. What? And I'm fucking going to the bank every day and sitting there for like an hour, 2 hours every day I'm at the bank. And it's like, dude, so I didn't have access to any of my bank accounts for like, yeah, like the whole time. Yeah, still, so yeah, there was a lot.
Okay, I did not know anything about that. I did not know Pika was going through like identity theft or account fraud with his bank. That's a whole nother level of stress that you have to deal with, because once you become a streamer, people know that you have money. They look you up, find out where you live, try to find out info on you, you know, try to hack your accounts because people just know stuff about you. Like you know stuff about the streamer. So maybe you know his secret passwords and stuff that he has for his accounts. Yeah, it gets dangerous. So like you start going through a different level of you can suffer from success. People joke about it, but you can absolutely suffer from success. And this is one of the reasons, one of the ways that you can, one of the hundreds of ways that you can.
A lot of shit too where I literally just didn't have access to anything. I'm just like, well, all right, fuck it. There's nothing I can do. We have to just rip it. We have to stream through it. It is what it is. If I can't access this, then no one else can. So I guess, you know, that's what's going on. And then my card declining shit was like, that's actually real. And I was trying to figure out a bunch of other stuff with all that. But there was a lot of like shit that was going on in the background that was like really irritating. And that's why when I'm drinking all the time and I'm hungover and all this nonsense is happening and I'm trying to like stream and do all this new shit, it was like, no.
He was drinking to try and forget about the stress from his real life so that he didn't show it to his stream. This is one of the toughest things you can deal with as an entertainer, as a streamer, is not letting your life affect your performance, whether you're an actor, streamer, you know, any type of entertainment. Comedians, probably one of the hardest to go up on stage and be funny when your life is falling apart, to have energy when you don't have any. And so it's like, how do you get on in front of a camera and try to entertain people when you don't have any energy whatsoever? You're just dead, and your life is falling apart. Your girlfriend's leaving you, you know, and you're going through financial crisis. People are hacking your accounts. You're not sleeping well because you're drinking. You know, it's like a vicious cycle. So I'm super happy and proud of Pikaboo, and I even call him a friend now, which is even crazier to me because I've always watched his stream. You know, I've got like 500,000 channel points in Pikaboo's chat from just watching his stream every single day. So I'm happy to hear that he's doing better and he's quit drinking. Hopefully got the account thing figured out. And just a massive dub for Peak all around for holding it down for the WoW section, because all of us in the WoW section, man, we're all in it together and we all wish each other well and hope each other succeeds at the end of the day. So that was cool. I'm glad we got to watch that and hear a little bit about Pika. So